This conference will now be recorded.
Screen is visible to everyone, correct?
Okay.
And the font seems to be okay, or you want me to be more zoom? No, that's not good. Okay, so what I can do here is so here I'm trying to share the putty, and I can make this a bit more zoom. I hope this is okay now. Yep. So installing a package. So for that, we are required to, whenever we install a package, whenever we do yum space install space httpd, I think it's already installed. Okay, it's not installed. So whenever I do install this package, whatever it's going to do, let me explain a little bit more detail in the repository side. What is repository and how it has been fetched from an operating system. Then we'll be back here and we'll see more. What to do here? Okay, so this pane seems to be visible to everyone, correct? So let's say I have a server, CentOS server. This is not with me. This is going to be with an authorized person, maybe somewhere to this location. Let me share the screen itself, complete the screen, entire screen itself. so that I can switch back more easily. Yeah, so mirror.centos.org is going to give me the one repository. Okay, fine. So this is one repository which is hosted by the CentOS, but there can be a number of repositories which is available all around the world. So what happens is this square thing is actually this repository mirror.centos.org. Yeah. So here I do have a CentOS server which is having all the packages. When I say all the packages, it means that it has all packages. It means it has HTTP and FTP and XOR and blah blah blah, so many packages. Whatever the packages exist in the Linux, it will have all the packages, and it's not like you can remember all of it. So maybe it might be more than 1,000 as well, the list of packages. I don't remember when I haven't counted it. So all the packages are kept here inside the server, and the extension of those packages are .rpm for CentOS. And this server, CentOS server, when I say repository of CentOS server, it's going to the same repository for other Linux system, but the difference, I mean, no, the repository structure and all, it's different there. So let's don't get into the DPN and all. So we'll concentrate here itself because it has a different set of directory structures. CentOS has a different set of directory structure as compared to any Debian or Ubuntu directory system of the repository. So what happens is it's going to it has all the packages, and all the information of all the packages is going to be get saved here. We can call it as a metadata, and this file can be a DB file or maybe compressed file, any compressed file it can be. So this file is going to hold all the information of these packages. When I say all the information, means FTP, what version this server is having of FTP. This FTP server is this FTP package is dependent on which are all packages, what is the version of it, and several lots of other information. What is size of it? What is the checksum of it? What is whether it's signed or not? So all those information is going to be get saved here. When I say yum update, in any of the server, it's not going to download all of the packages. It's going to download just only these metadata. Here is example. Yeah, when I have yum install httpd, it's going to do, this is the part of yum update. So here in my case, my repo has my metadata seems to have updated, and that's the reason it has not downloaded anything at all. So let me clear the cache and show you that it's going to download. Where cache yum. Mm, Let's see if they have some command for that or not. Else I will remove uh, this folder itself if there is no any command for the cache clearance. Remove cache data. Okay, it has cleaned everything. Now I am going to run yum space update, which is going to connect at this level. It's going to connect with the mirror. I'll tell you where the mirror has been listed. Now you can see that whichever repository is enabled, it's going to talk to them and it's going to download the metadata only, which is in GZ form, which is in DB form. Again, this is a database, primary database, and further it's downloading the information from the updates as well. After downloading, it's going to compare the existing package in this system and the downloaded information from the repository, and which are all packages seems to be the lower version than the existing. It's going to ask to update those packages. So here it says that it's going to upgrade 107 package and it's going to install one package. The installation might have happened that one extra package, any of the extra package is going to be dependent on some extra another XYZ package, and which is not installed in my system. So that's why it's going to install one extra package here when I'm going to run yum update. And the size which it's asking to download is 250 MB. And after installation, it may reach, obviously it's going to reach more than that, because whatever we do have, it's in the compressed format. So this is one thing about the repository and package manager. Now I can say that which place is that from where it's fetching that for base, where to go, for extra repository, where to go, for updates, where to go. So the location for that is where via etc yum dot repos dot d santos hyphen base. The base, this is the repository, this is the name for that, this is the mirror list from where it is going to fetch. And then gpg check one, there is no enabled flag. Okay, let me check if we do have enabled or not. There's no way. Yeah, enabled is here. So similar, okay, gpg check one means like whenever it's going to download, it's going to check whether that particular package is signed or not. Previously, if you want, you can skip, but it's not advisable to skip, because it will check the authenticity of that particular package, whether the source from where it's coming, it has been signed there or not. And the next thing is enable 0. We may use this enable flag to enable or disable particular. I'm copying this to enable and disable particular repository. Let's say if I have disabled this, so base is not going to be get update. So I'm going to close this, save, and I'm going to run yum update. You can see that here. This time only extra and update comes. There's no base because I've disabled the base repository. Previously, you can see that base was also coming. Similarly, you can enable and disable the repository according to your requirement. Enable, if I'm going to give 1, it's going to enable it. So this is for the update and this is for the extras. Sometimes we may see in the future that this is going to this is not going to work. So in that case, we will enable this base URL and we'll try to fetch from here. Sometimes in near future, you may see that this both of these things are not working. So you are required to search any extra mirror list or any extra repo list in this, and you are required to add manually all the things and then update, run the update, which is going to work quietly. So that's one thing about the repository. Anybody has any doubt here in anything? That's the CentOS base repo, and we do have several other repository as well, which hold different of source list or probably different packages. Okay, and so suppose if you we have seen that yum install, if I do httpd, it's going to install the package. Okay, yum seems to be already running. So what how to resolve this? Why it's showing that it's already running? Because I have pressed Control C in between, so it will show like this: existing lock. So what happened in Linux system is, like, whenever we try to run anything or whenever we try to install anything, it is going to create a lock, so that whomsoever is going to hold the lock is going to be the owner of that uh, particular process or particular file, I can say here. So first of all, I will need to kill this process, because this is a process. We have pressed Control Z, which is in sleep, which has gone into the stop state. So we are required to remove this process. We'll see that what are all the process states actually in subsequent classes. So we are going to kill this process, and then we are going to remove the lock if lock is not getting removed, and then probably we will require to again we'll run this and see whether it's going ahead or not. This thing can happen with anything. I mean, you may face or you may see something like that, like it's holding the lock, so you cannot proceed further, something like this in several process. So for killing this process, this PID, we have a command called kill space -9. 9 is the term signal which is going to terminate this particular process. So we'll see later that why this 9 is here. And if I do yum install http now, okay. In the above, we can see that when I have run, okay, when I'm running this bdb2053 freeing read locks for the locker 0x1583. So this was the process which was holding the lock, and yum install, when it says that this process is gone, not in the existing, it's going to it's not running, it's going to free the lock, and it's going to lock by this new process. So we can install this by pressing Y. So what it has done is it has updated the metadata here. Actually, here it looked at if we do have any difference in the metadata or not. If no difference in metadata, then it's not going to download. So it will see that we do have already up to date the metadata from the server. So after that, it's going to resolve the dependency. Dependency resolution means, like, this httpd package is dependent on which are all packages. This httpd, you can say that Firefox you want to install. So let's say you are doing yum install Firefox, and you will be able to see what is called dependency here. You can see I'm going to install only just one package, but it comes with 80 plus more dependencies. So I've named only one, Firefox, but it is supposed to install all these packages. It is dependent on all these packages. So okay, it's already installed. So where I was, yep. So the process is it's going to download the metadata, it's going to fetch the dependency, it resolve the dependency, it list down all the packages, and after listing down the packages, when we press yes here, after pressing yes, it's going to corresponding to this package, there will be a link from where this terminal has to download the package. So it will run that command and it will download the package. So the package name is this one. In this case, in HTTPD name, this is the package it is supposed to download. So it has downloaded the package and it's with 2.7 MB. And after downloading, it's going to install. Installing and then verifying. So if I'm going to do with Firefox, it's going to download all the packages one by one and it's going to install. So from where it has got the link, it has got the link from the metadata for this package to download. Against this name, it is supposed to download this package, and from which location it has got the link from the metadata. So let us go and download. Let me remove this. Not like this. So for removing a package, yum remove httpd. I press EY, it's going to erase the packet. But one thing, it has not removed the .rpm from my desktop. Whatever the CentOS I'm using, it the RPM package it has downloaded, it has not deleted that. So let me see if I'm able to find out cd where cache find .rpm. Mhm. Mm, uh, it find should be able to find out. Mm, okay, let's see. That's not encouraging. We don't have RPM package. Let me see if it's deleting or what. If I remove the package, I'm not sure. Hmm. So basically, this is coming from updates. Okay. Var cache yum updates. It should be here, but why it's not here? Hmm. Packages, gem packages I do have. Okay, no problem. I'll check. I'll check and we'll come back. So my main motive was to download a package and show how installation works, how a manual installation works. So I'll go and download a package from here itself. Not CentOS 7. I need to download. Update, and in that update x86 packages httpd. Okay, I will download this one, copy link address. So how to download in terminal? I need to have a link for that. So there is a command called wget, and then you are required to paste the link. I will do in home wget space. I'm going to paste the link, and sorry, wget itself is not found. So let's install wget. Now I'll run this command, which is going to download. You can see that it's downloading the 2.7 MB package here. And I can run this command, and which gives me this package. So if you are somewhere isolated from the network, so what you can do is, like, you can download this package, or whatever package you wanted to install, you can download it separately, and after downloading you can transfer this package to your another system, and after that you can run this command rpm space -ivh space httpd. Okay, httpd-tools is needed. So which version it has installed last time? I need to check. 24697. Okay, CentOS 5 it's going to install. And what I was using is CentOS only. So let me change the link. This one. Copy link address. So start.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, from where we can see the version of any package?
Yum info shows that. Okay,
Okay,
I'll
yum
show
it's
you.
okay.
Yeah. So rpm space hyphen ivh space that package name httpd, which is already installed. So let me remove yum remove httpd, which is going to remove, and I do have this package. So I'm going to install by running the command rpm hyphen I hyphen ivh space this command, which is going to install the package. So please don't get confused with what I have shows yum install and this is another command. Yum install is going to download the package from the repository, and rpm is a command which you are supposed to use if you have downloaded the package locally in your system. In that case, you can use this command. Yum info httpd. You can see that 246 release. This is the release version. What is the size and it's installed or not. The summary of that package and the website for this particular package is this one, and what's the license it's having, and a little description about it. You should be okay. This is one way. You should be able to find out the package information and all if you extract the package. It's an rpm package. If you want, you can extract this package locally and you can use the information according to your need. So all these informations are coming from the rpm package only. Okay, so this is about the package, and task automation. So when we say task automation, there are two things. One is cron tab hyphen e. Sorry. Uh, it should work with cron tab hyphen e as well. Since it's not showing me the way I want, I will go and edit the cron tab. So this is a cron tab file actually. So it's located in etc cron tab. So this cron tab, it is going to run a job, whatever we are going to mention here at the end of this file, and the format. This is for executing a job at a particular time. So let's say what is the time right now? Sorry, date. It's not updated time, but the time here is 22, 13, 25. So let me do something 22, 14. Let me do something at 22, 14. So what I'm going to do is I do have a script which is going to create a directory, this is a script which is going to create a directory in this folder itself. What is the folder name? It's in the root. And let me see what it's going to create. Let me run this script. And I have seen that we can see that this is a directory name. This is going to create with this information. This is a directory name. So I'll remove this. And we wanted this script is to run at a particular time. So for that, what I'm going to do is, let me check the date again. It's on 14th, 22, 14. Okay. So cron tab 22, 16. So this is minute. I want at 16 minute. This is hour. I want at 22 hour. This is day of the month. Every day. For every day, I need to put star. This is the month, every month. This is the day of week, every day of week. What is the username? I want to execute using root command. What I wanted to execute is dot slash script.sh. So it should not run here. Bin bash. This is the terminal. And from terminal, I need to run this file. So for this file, I need to say the exact location. So the location for that is root slash script.sh. We can say this is the root, this is the directory root, and the script.sh. This is script.sh. So I have scheduled it for 16. Let's see. It's 15.59. Now it's 16.2. Let me check the folder. Yeah, we have the folder. So at this time, when I have checked, there was no folder, and now folder has been created. So we can see that at every 22:16 every day, this script is going to run, script.sh. And in this script.sh, what I can show you here, I have just written 3 line hash exclamation slash bin slash bash. It has to run only when bin bash binary is there. And c underscore date, I have taken a variable, and in that I'm saving the date command output. So date command is going to give me the day, month, and then date, and then the time and the year. So this is going to give this information, date is going to give. So here the date is going to run, and this information is going to save in the c.date variable, and the c.date variable I'm using with mkdir command, and this mkdir command is going to create a directory for this. So that's what this script is going to do. And this script I have mentioned as a cron tab job to execute at every desired time. So for me, desired time is 22:16. So anybody has any doubt here in this one, and editing something using cron tab or running something using cron tab on a specific time?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, any cron jobs run by default by system?
Any cron job run by default by system? I don't think so. If it's run by system, it should have already been mentioned there.
Okay, okay, sir.
So it's not similar to cron job, but I will explain the rc.d file. If there is any existing cron job is running which is not listed there in the cron tab in cron tab file, I'm not sure about that. Okay.
Actually someone asked me this question. That's why I don't have the
Okay.
idea.
It doesn't run. If it's going to run, probably it should have mentioned here. But yes, there are several processes which runs as a daemon.
Okay, sir.
Even cron job is also a daemon. Daemon which is
Yes.
going to be run from a process perspective, and that can be run at a starting point, or you can run it manually, but it's going to run on its own.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that was the thing. So this is the RC actually. So there are different run levels in Linux system. And different run level is going to be get executed when we are going to talk about that particular RC file. So RC file is a file, sorry, it's a folder where we can keep our script if we want to execute something at that particular run level. And rc.local here, we are going to utilize that to start something at the boot time. Whenever the system is going to be boot, I am expecting something to be get started. So that I will write it down, and it will give me the execution of that. So run level 0 is actually shut down the system. So if we want to call any run level, we can directly call from here. Let's see, init space 0. This is a run level 0 we are going to call if it's a run level 0. And it's for shutdown, and which is shut it down. We can see that it's powered off. This virtual machine is powered off. I need to turn it on again. I hope it gets the same IP. Hmm. 152. Yeah, it's the same IP. Yeah, so init 0 we have seen. So similarly, we have several level run level, and by giving the command, we can go directly to that level. So init 1 is single. Init 1 or run level 1, we can say that it's a single user mode. And run level 2 is multi-user mode without networking. And run level 3 is multi-user mode with networking. And run level 4, it's kind of user defined, like whatever we wanted to do, we can do that. And we can define our own things. And run level 5 is multi-user mode with the networking. So whatever we do see in terms of GUI, whenever we are switching back to our GUI version of this server, that's run level 5. Run level 6 is reboot the system. So when we do run level 6, it's going to reboot the system. It's rebooted the system. We can see it here. So run level 5 was the GUI mode. But since we don't have GUI mode here, we will not go there. So why I spoke about run level is whenever we are going to do something, we are required to go at particular run level, not all the time. We can see that for different run level, what all things has been done by default. So we have told that in run level 3, we have networking as well. So we'll see what is defined there in run level 3. Something is there or not. RC.3, RC3.t. You can see that network and net console is available in run level 3. This is a file which is going to talk about networking, which is going to enable the networking when we are in run level 3. So let's say I want my task is to enable something at boot. So for that, I do have run level, sorry, rc.local file. So if I edit rc.local file, it's going to, yeah, so it's going to show me this. And there I can do something, whatever I want. So during this class, you might have seen that and subsequent in the previous days, whenever I turn on the system, I was required to run this command dh client -v enp0s3 to get the DHCP IP all the time. So what I have done is like I have just added that line into my rc.d so that whenever my system comes up, it's going to run automatically and it's going to get the IP automatically. And that is what we have seen from past 2 restarts. I'm not manually running this DH client. It's getting the IP automatically. So if you want to, if you see that something is okay, can somebody tell me that what it's going to do? What this line is going to do? Okay, let us see practically. Reboot command is to reboot the system, or it's an example of init6. So what it's going to do, we'll see. It's rebooted the system. I left the system. I'm not touching anything at all. It's booting on its own, and it's booting, and it's about to give us the login prompt. And before login prompt comes up, it's going to execute the startup scripts, and it found that reboot is mentioned there. So it's going to reboot the system again. So it's going to do all the time. So your system is not going to start at all. So we'll see how to resolve this tomorrow. And many of you might know that how to resolve this. Not an issue. I'll explain tomorrow. I'll explain as well how to resolve this issue. So that's it for today. Let me stop the recording.